morning, everybody. Actually, it's not good morning, it's afternoon. I'm a bit late in getting my video done today. I had a bit of a sleep in today because I didn't sleep at all last night for some reason. But I'm feeling good, just a bit tired. What do I do? Oh yeah, my babies. Today is Sunday the 18th, and as always, the babies... I don't like being too far from the camera. I don't know. Yeah. So these are my babies. These two ones were actually created by Tambry. So this one is Tam, and this one is Beth. Beth is short for Elizabeth, which is Tambry's second name. Because when I adopted her, I asked Stephanie what Tambry's second name was, and so that Beth Tambry. Except this one is not as heavy as this one. This one's got a hollow head. It's got nothing in the head. This one's got feeling, but this one hasn't got anything. So one day I am going to fix that up, because I know I've got to I've got to add some weight into Michael, because he's got no weight in him, because he was a budget baby. And he's only got fibre in him, fibre filling stuff in him. So what's going to happen today? Oh, I forgot I was going to do something. Too late. I can't do it. It's over there. I don't want to go and get it. I won lotto. And it's the most I've ever won. It was we have a lotto, Powerball, whatever, every night. I think about every night, almost every night of the week here in Australia. And I think Saturday last week or week before, I actually did a Saturday lotto. Didn't win anything, because it was a normal lotto. Didn't win anything. I seem to win more money, win some money when I do Powerball and I do the syndicate. And I do it online, and I think saying about once. I've been doing it for a few months. I don't do it every week. I do, so okay, I'll do it this week. It's not an every week sum. And if I win, I actually leave it there. I don't take it, because when we do it online, it actually, the winnings stay there, and you can use them towards your future games, or you can take the money out. If I won a lot of money, I would take it out. If I won like $1 million, yes, I would take it out. Even 500,000, yes, I would take it out. $500, yes, I would take it out. But I did win more than I have ever won before. I mean, I think the most I've ever won, maybe about $12, $13. Well, add another $80 onto that. I won $93 and don't know how many cents. And I was shocked. I don't watch the draw, because I get an email to get the results and if I've won. And when I seen the number $93 something, I thought, oh, I only get $9 something. But when I seen the syndicate I was in made $930 something, I mean, I got $93. And that money is actually going to stay there for my future games I want to play. The games I play, I play a syndicate, I think it's a syndicate 10, where it's equal to 200 games. I have no idea how they work it out that's equal to 200 games, but I pay, it's $27. So over the next course of whenever I play, it's not going to cost me anything, because I've actually got the $93 sitting up there for me to play with. And I'm not quite sure if first prize went off on Thursday, because the first prize was 40 million. If I had won $1 million, I tell you, I would be good. I mean, that would be. I wouldn't. What would I do if I won $1 million? I think I would do a bit more travelling around Australia. I would actually no, I'll stay where I am for now. I would actually stay here, take 2 weeks off, 2 weeks, and winning $1 million means I really don't have to do anything. Centrelink would actually just cut me out together because I want $1 million. That's okay. So I'll have 2 weeks, and I would nick over to Western Australia. I've never been to that side of the country. Nick over to look at Perth and look around there 2 weeks. I would come home, have a break, another few weeks down the track. Then I'll probably, in winter, I would nick up to Darwin, up north, Tasmania. I'm stupid. It's not. Darwin is in Northern Territory, which is at the top of Australia. I would go there, go see Ayers Rock, and I would do a bit more travelling, see more parts of Australia. Then when I've done that, I would come home. Actually, I think the first thing before I leave, I will actually find a 2-bedroom place. That's it. I wouldn't buy a house. I don't mind renting, because when you own a house, you don't actually own it, because you got repairs and you got maintenance, and you have got rates and everything else. So I don't mind paying rent, because I've got, anything goes wrong, I just contact the real estate. Tap dripping, I just contact the real estate. So I would actually just look around. I'm not quite sure if I was staying costs. I don't know, just buy rent a 2-bedroom place, and just me and my babies. Yes. Yeah. So these are 2 of my babies. That's if I won $1 million. I don't think if I won $1 million. If I won $1 million, I would be so shocked. I think I would be, I don't know, it would be, I'm not greedy, $500,000 would be okay. So this is 2 of my babies. What else is going on? I did have a list. There's that. There was something else. Oh yes, some of this was how I'm feeling. I am feeling in myself really good, even though I didn't get much sleep last night, if any. I didn't get up till late this morning, so my worms had a late. I've only had my Weet-Bix and my yogurt. I will have my orange later. Yes, I have, I've just finished my gluten-free cornflakes, and now I'm onto Weet-Bix, and when I had gluten-free cornflakes, I was putting, what was it, a tablespoon of psyllium husk. Psyllium husk, I don't know. It's actually a natural fibre thing, which is good. And so I was putting a tablespoon. But now I'm onto Weet-Bix, I only put a teaspoon. So I had to find I use a measuring spoon when I do it, so that way it's accurate. And it's accurate and everything. Had my Weet-Bix this morning, love my Weet-Bix. And yeah, I've had my yogurt. I have yogurt, and I have an orange. Normal mornings when I get up, I have that. I'll have my Weet-Bix, then I wait a while, then I have my yogurt, then I wait a bit while, then I have my orange, then I wait a bit while, then it's lunch. I'm really, because I'm supposed to, they suggested I eat 2 fruit a day and that, but I'm only eating my orange. I think things are actually starting to right themselves in that situation. I actually had to go for went for a skin check on Wednesday. I think if you remember a couple of weeks back, I showed you I had this spot on my arm. Well, I went to the doctor. I think I told you this. I went to the doctor because it was getting itchy. And he said it's okay, but I had a skin check appointment, so I was going to keep that, which was Wednesday. And in that 3 weeks, it had really grown over the space of time. I mean, it was a lot bigger. Because when I first started seeing it, it was just like a red patch, a red spot on my arm. I thought, was I bitten? Was I don't know. and I was putting pawpaw ointment on it, and it just kept getting bigger and itchy. So when I went to the doctor, the skin doctor, it was really, she said, she checked in, that is the only thing, that's the problem. She took a biopsy of it, and she put a dressing on it, and she said that it's a waterproof dressing, so you can shower in it. She'd leave it on until, say, Friday afternoon. I said, okay. But when I got home, I looked at it and said, is it really waterproof? Sometimes I didn't want to get it wet, so I actually had some, I think it's called Opside. It's a clear waterproof dressing that you put on over another dressing to keep it dry. So I thought, no, I'm going to put this on it to make sure that it's not going to get wet. So I put that on, looked good. Then when I had my shower, after I had my shower, I looked at it and it had been bleeding. I could see the blood running out, had run out. I said, okay, I know what I did, because when I put the Opside on, I actually was pressing it down to make sure it stuck, and in the process, the blood came out. So in the process, that meant I thought, I'm not going to leave it like that. So I changed the dressing, because I had some dressings here. I got my own little first aid kit, and I put it on, and it stayed okay. Then I took it off just before I had my shower Friday night, and it's dry now. She said not to do, and it's okay walk around the house and doing that, but if I do any gardening, make sure it's covered up. Speaking of gardening, I did a bit more on Friday, because we got this little back corner, which there was a tree there, but they chopped it down for when next door put their fence up. Long story. And sometimes you get all these weeds there. Look, I've got these weeds growing in the lawn. So I've done it before. I thought it needs more there. So I went in, pulled them all out. I had gloves. And I knew when I was doing it, I had all these little black things over them, what we call farmers' friends. I do not know the actual term of them, but that is what we call them, farmers' friends, because they stick to you. And after I had finished, I come inside, I actually had to sit down and pull these off my top and off my skirt, so that when I washed it. I got my gloves here. I got some gloves, and this is what they are. See? These little black things. Hang on. See? Can you see that? There. They're very small, but they actually stick into your clothes. That end, I keep forgetting where the lens is on this thing. It's over to the side. Where are you? There. That part actually sticks into your clothes, and it is hard to get them off. And as I said, I don't know what the correct term for them is, but we call them farmers' friends. They grow on this tall, it's a weed. We've always called them farmers' friends. What else? What else? I said, I did have a list. I have no idea where I put it. I did have it. Another baby. I'll put this one. Now, this is Anna, which is short for Anastasia. Now, Anastasia was my grandmother's mother's name. And Anastasia is a too big a name for her. Too big, because she's only a little thing. You're so cute. She's actually wearing clothes that I got for what's her name? Alice. Which, well, it's good. Alice, mother and daughter are sharing clothes. Anastasia. I thought, yeah, for a while I thought it might have been, I don't know what, and I don't know. I think I was confused with Nana's sister. Nana had a sister called, I know we used to call Nana's sister, she was known as Bella. I don't actually know her full name. I just know her as Bella. I don't remember meeting her. but I do vaguely remember being in a house. That's all. And I can remember when it was Christmas before going into high school, and across the road from us there was this holiday flat. People used to come from there on holidays. And Mum said, "Oh, that's your cousin over there." I said, "What?" So that was our cousin. And actually we went to high school. We actually eventually went up to high school together. And when I remember in first year high school, other girls said we look alike. We look the same. Yes, we're not actually cousins, we're second cousins, because my grandmother and her grandmother were sisters. Yeah. So this is little Anna for Anastasia. She's cute. I think she's the wee Patience. I think that's who she is. You cute? She doesn't come out to many. She's in the video yesterday, so that was that. My brain is, I think my brain is foggy. There was one thing I want to talk about which involves babies and things. One thing that really spin my mind around, get me thinking, what is babies wearing shoes. I see a lot of, especially in the Reborn community, they have these babies. I know they're dolls, but we call them babies. They put shoes on them. I thought, babies don't wear shoes. I know, I think I was in one of Stephanie's premieres once, and I queried this, why they're wearing shoes. Or was it on a, I don't know, somewhere, and one person said they've got to get used to wearing shoes. I thought, why? Why do they have to get used to wearing shoes? They're babies. They're only a month old or 2 months old or 3 months old. Why at that age do they have to get used to wearing shoes? Okay. I just thought of this. Okay, you got a girl baby. She grows up, she's 5, 6. Okay, she's going to have to wear a bra someday. So we've got to get her used to wearing a bra. So would you put a bra on a 5 or 6-year-old to get her used to wearing one? No, you would not. You'll wait until she needs one. I know it's different. Bras are for support our breasts. But shoes, babies need to be free. They need to feel the freeness. They don't need to be, I don't want to say the wrong word here because I know a lot of you out there, you do put shoes on your reborns. And it just, as I said, just spins my mind around to why. I go barefoot as often as I can, which is most of the time. I walk around the house barefoot. The only time I actually put shoes on, thongs actually, is when I go outside on the grass, put my washing out because there's some bindies out there. And the only time I wear actually covered in shoes is when I go volunteering. I wear thongs when I go shopping at the plaza. But when I go over to the little shopping centre just across the road here, I don't wear shoes. And I'll figure out why. What's wrong with going barefoot? I know, I heard it's illegal in America to go shopping barefoot. We're in Australia. It's the in thing, especially in summer. Walking into Woolies, even the Woolies in the summer when it's hot, you walk on the floor, the coldness on the floor, it is good. It is healthy for your feet to go barefoot. I love touching the ground. I love actually, I'm just winding this down a bit. I love feeling the earth under my feet. I'm a Virgo, and Virgos are an earth sign. And here I get more than I have ever done in the last whatever years that I can walk on grass. Although when I walk to the shop, I got to be careful because there are bindies. And bindies are ouch, 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 ouch. I've actually, there's not only bindies, there's also a part there where it's worn away and there's a bit of rock sticking out. And they've actually complained to the council about it. Maybe they should put a footpath in. I actually took a photo of the rocks, the stones that are there, and they come back saying that there's a footpath on the other side. There are more areas in Coffs Harbour that need a footpath than we do. But it's probably the areas where the more rich homes are, the more newer homes are. This area, Park Beach, is actually an older part of Coffs. You can tell because of these buildings. Well, I mean, it's probably, I don't know, back in maybe 60s. Because I know out in, when I go read my meter, which is out the back here, it's got a sign, don't breathe, but it's got asbestos. So that's how old this building is. But it's a good, solid building. It's got a good roof on it. I know it's a good roof because just after I moved here, well, we had heavy rain, and I mean, it had been a long time since I've actually heard rain on the roof. Because the place I was before here, I had someone living above me, and I didn't hear the rain on the roof. But coming here and hearing it, I mean, it was scary. I was scared. You know, I thought, my God, it's not going to fall in, is it? But I've gotten used to that. Sometimes when it does get a little heavier, it's still there. But I know I love the sound of rain. At the moment, it is still a bit warm here. You might call it muggy. I don't know what muggy, humid. I have no idea what that means. It's warm. I've got my ceiling fan. You probably can see it on the back there. I'll put the ceiling fan on so it's not too hot. What's happening? Your baby shoes. Come on. They've got to get used to shoes. They don't have to get used to shoes. We were born without shoes, so why should we put them straight in the shoes? To get them used to it. That, for me, that just outweighs it. Putting shoes on babies when they don't need them, when they're young, it just makes them look older than what they really are. Winter, it's cold. You put a onesie on them, what we call a onesie, and you put socks under the onesie, keep their feet warm, and you wrap it in something. You make them warm without having to put shoes on their feet. They do not need them. I don't know why they make shoes just to make money for babies. Or it's just crazy. I don't know. I've never seen babies in Australia who actually have shoes on. I don't remember my nieces and nephews having shoes on when they were babies. I don't think it's actually an Australian thing. I think it's more like an American thing. It's like you got this toddler walking around. Yeah, he's a toddler. And when they get to 2, 3, and 4, they're no longer a toddler. They call him the baby. Oh, you can still call him a baby. Like I've got a baby sister, yet she's 50-ish. So, shoes. Think about it. I don't know. What else do I talk about? How about we get little Minnie? This is Minnie Mouse. I'm not quite sure what kit she is. I got her. When I adopted Lily, the same lady had this, and I thought, yeah, I'll get her as well. And she's so cute. And she's got a tail. And she's even got undies on. She's even got, oh, she's actually, sorry, Minnie. See, she's only not full cloth body. That part there is hard. See, vinyl. I didn't notice that before. No, she hasn't got any private parts, just normal. And I got her, so when Lily came here, she had a mate to travel with her, so they weren't alone, because Lily was my second reborn, and she is so cute. It's still looking cute. I've had her be coming up 3 years soon. Yeah, what are we in? October. Yeah, getting close to 3 years. I am tired. I'm going to have to really go to bed early tonight, I think. Yeah. What else do I talk about? Shoes. Oh, there's something that I hear often on another channel, not a Reborn channel. It's on a channel I watch, another channel called Summers in Alaska. Summers, as Summers is their last name. And they often say the lower 48 states. And whenever they've mentioned that in their video, the lower 48 states, I actually comment and saying, oh, excuse me, what do you mean? But isn't there 50 states in America? Yes, I know there's 50, but what do they mean by the lower 48 states? Canada is not a state. Canada is its own country by itself. It's not a part of America. So what do they mean by the lower 48? Where's the other, like you got Alaska, then they say lower 48. So what country is missing out? I have no idea. I cannot get an answer. I said I've asked twice on that one channel and they have not answered me. I don't know why. I've commented on before, they don't. I know it's a big channel, but still, you should, if you get, when you get notifications on people commenting on your videos, you should go and view them and acknowledge that you have viewed them, even if you do not comment to them, reply to their comments. But when you've got a smaller channel like I have, I do, when I see the comment, I do heart it and I do reply to it, so that you know that I have seen your comment and that. I know there was a stage where I wasn't getting notification of any comments on that, and it was, I don't know why I wasn't, but lately it's been good. I have been getting notifications, and yeah. So what else can I talk about? Oh, there's one lady out there who hasn't done a video for a while, and I am a bit worried about her. It's T. Muriel. The last video had she comment, she was, I think she just passed the 3rd trimester, she was pregnant, and I am a bit worried that something could be wrong. Does anybody out there who's listening, do you know anything what's happened to T. Muriel? Because she was very vigilant, very getting in and doing her videos, but it's been a month since she's done a video. I'm just worried as to what is going on. I go and check and there's no videos, no notification, and I just hope everything is okay with her in that situation. Maybe I'm thinking the worst, but I don't want to expect the worst in what is happening with T. Muriel, because she has a beautiful channel. I love her channel, and I hope that she is doing okay, whichever. Maybe she's just busy, really busy, but hopefully, yeah, she's good. Also, with what I'm doing with getting my anxiety IBS under control, when I went to the doctor, when I went to skin doctor on Wednesday, my anxiety was kicking in, and when it kicked in, I didn't have enough time to sit down and do my full 20 minutes, 30 minutes of meditation. So I did a little bit. I thought, no, I can't do any more. I haven't got time. So I thought, great. I'm glad I had my iPod charged. So what I did, I put my iPod on and I wore that, and I took Garfield, and that really helped. But I didn't notice it until the next day, is that it didn't affect me in the IBS area, which was good. Because I'm not doing everything I'm supposed to do. I'm having more, I'm drinking more water. I drink that much water a day. That is 2 litres. I drink almost that a day, because I was told to drink 1.5 to 2 litres a day. If I can drink almost that, I haven't drank all that yet, because I didn't want to, if I wanted to drink, I didn't want to actually have to drink that in front of you. So I do that all the time when I go and drink this. I've got some in here. I'll pour it in here. But usually I drink straight out of that bottle when I want to drink. So it's getting a mug. drink my water. I got more fibre with the psyllium husk. I've actually gone on to get back onto having yogurt. So I know with yogurt it does help me with that. I went shopping on Thursday. They didn't have the yogurt that I like. They only had it in French vanilla, and I like lemon cream. So because there's this one brand that I like, because it's the only yogurt really I've tried. I have tried this other one, but it's a liquid where you drink. I actually have had that, but I prefer sitting down with a tub of yogurt and eating it instead of drinking it. And it's Valia. I was suggested this a long time ago when I was still up at Kingy living with one of my sisters. And I can remember getting up, was it June the night? I think it was. I can't remember. Went to the toilet and wiped myself, and there was this blood clot on the toilet paper. A blood clot had come through, and I looked at it. I was shocked. You know, I thought, I didn't think to look in the bowl to see how much was in there. And I'd also get pain around my belly button and that. So eventually, I went to the doctor, and she said I've got some kind of a bug in my small intestine. She told me to eat this yogurt. One was Valia, and the other was Yakult, which is Yakult. It's the liquid one. And I got the Valia, and I'm having that a day. And it was really weird. I was doing a course at TAFE. I had to have time off because I remember one day I walked to TAFE, and I was walking, and this pain come to me. I thought, no, I'm not going. So I went back home. But when I was going to TAFE, I actually had to take some yogurt with me, because when I get this pain, it means I've got to eat. It's like this bug in there needed food, so I actually will give it yogurt, and it was good. But yogurt, I love yogurt. It is amazing. I don't know what else. I haven't got very far. I'm usually about an hour. Was there anything else? I'm trying to visualize my list. How I am feeling good, even though I'm feeling tired. I am feeling good in me. I'm also eating oranges. My favourite fruit. I like bananas. If I go to Woolies and the bananas are ready to eat, then I'll grab a couple. But otherwise, if they're still a bit green and everything, I don't get them. Because I like them when I'm ready to eat them. I want to eat them now, not 2-3 days down the track. And the only apple I liked really was Red Delicious apples. And we cannot buy Red Delicious apples anywhere. I don't know why. I've searched and there's no Red Delicious. There's almost every other kind. And because I couldn't find them, I decided to go with the good old navel oranges. And I'm loving them because I have my breakfast, then I have my cereal, then I have it wait a while, then I have my yogurt, then I wait a while, then I have my orange. I haven't had my orange yet. I'll have that when I get this all up and done. And I'm loving the oranges. I hadn't had an orange in a long time. I think because you got to go through the peeling and that. But then with apples, you don't know even with the delicious apples, you get an apple and it doesn't taste as good as other ones you've tasted. So, and I love my oranges. But I only have one a day. But say that, the dietitian says she wanted me to get up to go on my bowels going every day. I'm not going every day. I might go 2 days in a row, then miss a day or two, I thought everyone was different when it comes to the bowels. I think maybe because I'm getting the oranges into me, and getting more fibre, and yogurt is always good for me, so I think that's maybe helping. Gee, I'm tired. I was actually thinking of doing a live instead of going through all this. I thought, no, because when I do my lives on my computer, it doesn't seem to come out as clear as it does when I do a video. So this might not be a big, what else was I thinking? Oh, I found this beautiful recipe on YouTube. It's chicken and gravy. And it's a slow cooker recipe, and it is really good. So I was actually going to do a shop online at Coles and get some, but they didn't have any chicken seasoning. They had other kind of seasoning, but they didn't have it, so I'm going to have to bite the bullet and wait. And it's got chicken breast, it's got chicken gravy mix, it's got water, chicken seasoning. Yeah, it's maybe about 5 ingredients, and you just chuck it all into the crock pot. And I was actually going to add some, slow cooker. I was actually going to add some frozen veggies to it, and like have a stew by itself, so that I didn't have to have anything on the side with it. And tin of cream of chicken soup. I've got the soup, I've got the chicken breast. I've just got to get everything else. So once I get everything else, then I will actually make that up. What else we got here? I'm trying to think what was on my list. I think I'm going to have to stop here because I need to go somewhere, and I will be back in a minute. I'm back. And while I was sitting, I was thinking, what was I thinking? I have no idea. Oh, yeah, but need another drink. I think last week mentioned about the lawn hadn't been mowed. I thought he'd stopped doing it. Lo and behold, one day after I went outside, it had been mown. And it seems that the mower I brought a couple of years ago has died. And now I've got 2 mowers sitting out there that don't work. And that I'm going to suggest to him that I ring a mower repair place to see if they can actually, if they want them for repairs, for parts. Because I don't know what's wrong with them. I didn't know it actually had broken down. He didn't come and tell me. A neighbour across the fence here, with it talking, he said that it died down, he got numb. Well, the shed had been pulled up, complained because the shed had blown down, is put up. I don't know why he doesn't put the mowers in the shed, because where they are is in my space. I was thinking of getting another seat thing and put out there, but I can't, so if I see him again, I'm going to ask him, I'm going to suggest him we get rid of the mowers that are not working and ring a mower repair place, see if they would take them for parts, and ask him if he would please put the other mower somewhere else and not in there, because it is my space. I know last time he did it, I actually got the real estate in to do it because I didn't want to have to confront him, and he was pissed off because I called the real estate in. I don't think that real estate lady is no longer there. So she was really good. She came out. But because I am feeling so good, I feel that I am up to speaking to him about what we can do with those mowers and clearing that area so it's clear. Because the owner of Unit 2 is supposed to be moving in sometime this month. And hopefully she doesn't chuck junk there, because I would tell her. Should get some chalk. I did have, how much of that is mine? Because out there, the space is actually a car park. It's a car park for my unit. But to get into the car park, you can't get there. You can't even drive a car down behind the other 2 units, because they've got their hot water system out behind behind them, because the water systems are in the road for the car to get back. And since that I don't have a car, it doesn't worry. But when the place was up for sale, there was talk on that the owners from the other two places would have to move the hot water systems out of the road in case someone who buys this place wanted a car space, which was there. Actually, the guy who owned this when I moved in, he turned up one day without no notification or nothing, and went out there. Said he was thinking of putting another room on. I thought, why? Another room would mean he would put the rent up, but it never came about. The other resident said he actually thought it was doing that another time, but it didn't come about. So, yes, I'd like another room, but out there, it's a car park. No. I wish they actually had to put a window on this wall here. It'd be nice to have another window. Even like it's too. But I probably back when this was made, they didn't make these little windows. They had these big windows. I've got a window on my bedroom over here, and I've got the same size window at the front on my TV. Then I've got a window at the laundry. Then I've got the back door. Oh, and there's a little window in the toilet room. Or what they call a WC for water closet. I don't know where they got the water closet. Toilet. It's a loo room. What else? Oh, there's one thing I like doing too. If I'm watching TV, watching a movie, waiting for something, I have a tablet. And what I love playing on my tablet is Sudoku. I think it's how you pronounce it. I love Sudoku. Have you ever done Sudoku? It is great for the mind. Sometimes I'm thinking, oh my God. Let me see. Yeah. I'll show you what it is. See? See, it's got 9 squares of 9 squares. And you got to have 1 to 9 going across. Then 1 to 9 going down. I used to do it on paper, but it's no good because if you did it be a mistake, you have to start again, rub it out or start a new puzzle. But this is good. If I put a thing in the wrong place, I can clear the whole lot. And see, there are the numbers, and you could put the numbers in there. It's really good. Sometimes at the moment, I'm just looking. All you can see is numbers, because we've got to go 1 to 9. So if you actually do put a number in, you get so far as you think, okay, it's wrong. You hit the menu and let me see, where is it? Resume. What's going on? Oh, I won't do anything if I'm touching it. So if you do wrong, you hit the menu and see the back thing, you hit that and it clears the whole board. And this Sudoku has got 5 levels, and each level there is 300 games. I think it's 300. Yes. And when you finish the whole levels of the 300, level 5, 300, you can actually clear the data from the game. You go into your app settings and that, and you can start all over again, which is, I don't know how many times. I know when I first got it, when I did something wrong, put in the wrong, I thought, how do I get to that? I thought I had to go in and remove one number at a time. But then I went onto the Play Store and put a question up there, or did I email? I don't know. And they told me how to do that. I said, it's the same when you finish the game, you want to start again. I said, I'm sick of it to uninstall and restore it. And said, no, what you go into your app settings and in your settings, your phone settings, and go into your app settings and clear your data, and it wipes it all clean so you can start again. But there is a thing here, it's called notes. If you think that number goes there and it doesn't, just think, you can put notes and it goes in there. But I don't do that because it ruins the whole game for me. What else do I play in my game? Jigsaw. I discovered jigsaw puzzles on Play Store. And when you do a puzzle, you get points. And with those points, you can actually use those points to get more jigsaw puzzles. and you get free jigsaw puzzles, and every day you get a reward for returning. Oh, I've got some good ones coming up. I don't like that one. Some of them are really hard, and there are some, they're a mystery and you don't know what they are, and they're actually worth double points. So I like doing these. I love jigsaw puzzles. You can do, it's called Puzzle Crown. See? You can have as many, you can go from 35 pieces, or you can choose 660 pieces. And you can have it where you got to rotate the piece to put it in the right place. No, too hard. Sometimes I'll start a puzzle and oh my God, I don't like this, but I keep into it and I get it done, and voila, I get 50 points. I have got 13,590 coins, which I can purchase more puzzles. But because I have my Wi-Fi turned on all the time, I'm always getting these free ones. You get a free one each day. Sometimes it's like, I think it's 2. Some I don't even go near. Like that one. There we go. You can't see it. That one. I don't like that one. The free ones, they're only there for a few days and they move across and you miss out. I thought, that's okay. If there's one I don't want, I just don't do it. If there's one I want to do and when I get to do it, I'll actually start it. Open up and put a few pieces in, and that actually will stay there on a part at the bottom. See where I've already started that one, but I haven't finished, and it stays there. So I've done that. I've found some I like, so I actually do that and put them there so I can play them later. But there's a lot of puzzles. I've actually got one puzzle that I actually haven't finished. It's a puzzle of Canada. I know when I first started it, how do you know if you've actually completed the puzzle? Well, if you completed the puzzle, it puts a little, where is it? Where are we? Get this pic. Puts like a little badge up in the left-hand corner. Really nice. I love doing puzzles. I love doing word games. I love doing numbers. And this one, I love this one. It's Rummykin. Have you ever played Gin Rummy? Well, this is how you play it. There. This is how you play it on your. It's better on a tablet than on a phone because it's tablet bigger. But there's also a board game, a game with tiles, which I have, and that I've got no one to play them with. I brought him when I was still with my ex, thought we'll get into playing, but it never happened. So I've got no one to play with. So I just played on there. And doing it on there, because I started doing when I was volunteering, and just getting, it does take a little bit getting used to, but once you get used to doing it, what you got to do, it is really good. And actually doing it on the tablet has actually made me better at playing the tiles. And there's one lady at Waratah who loves it, but because we're not back there, I haven't seen her, so when she hasn't come in and everything, or not on the days I have been there, we used to always play it. I know one day she got really pissed off because we played 5 games and I won all 5. She didn't like it. But we got on really good. Every time there, you want to play, so we go out somewhere and we play this game. And she said, you let me win, won't you? I said, no, you don't let me win. It is good, and that's what I'm missing. I know when we're at the moment with COVID, I think we can't do that. Anything they use, they've got to wipe down. Like when they play bingo, if they do word puzzles, they've got to actually wipe the pencils down. And even the counters they use for bingo, they've got to be washed all the time, which I think is a good idea. They should be washed all the time, even in normal circumstances. But I can't wait. In Australia, it is really good because we haven't had as many deaths as other countries. And I think New Zealand are the ones who have done really good with keeping that under control. I think it's a while since they've had it, because once it come in, the Prime Minister got in, shut down the borders straight away, and which is the way it should have been. It's the way it should have been in Australia. Borders, our state borders, I think New South Wales, Queensland is open, partly, but I think, I'm not quite sure how America does, but in Australia, borders were shut, so you can't go from one border to another and actually carry the virus. Of course, there was some girls, they went from Brisbane to Victoria and back again, and they lied to where they had been when they crossed the border at Queensland. And you don't know. Any new cases that come up, they've only people who have been overseas, but at the moment, we're not going overseas as far as I know at the moment. But I feel that I'm not, as I've said this before, I'm not worried about it because it hasn't been a really hard hit here. Yes, at the start, it was really good because whenever I went shopping in the plaza, it was like Sunday. Because only the main stores was open, like I think Big W, Target, Woolies, other clothes shops, other little shops, food shops, they were closed, they weren't open. The eatery wasn't open. But when the eatery did open, you couldn't sit there, you had to get your food and go elsewhere. But now it's back on, you can sit at the eatery, it's like it's back to normal. As I said, I haven't been worried about it. Sometimes I feel a bit off, I said, have I got it? But no, I think feeling a bit down because of I haven't been getting things that I should be into my body. I'm getting my water, I'm getting more fibre, I'm eating my oranges. And really, the other day I went shopping and I just felt like some Maltesers. Yeah, I haven't had I was in the lolly aisle. I thought, I'm on to Mars bars now. Oh, Mars bars. And I was in the lolly aisle. I thought, I feel like a Malteser. I could not find, just a small pack of Maltesers. I could not find them anywhere. So, okay, I had to miss that. So when I went down to the cold stuff and the frozen part, they got the section there for the Halloween goodies, and they actually had multi-packs on for half price for $2.50, which was good because the small packs they get are actually about $2. And I think you get about 5 or 6 Maltesers in these share packs. Not enough. No, but they lasted. I've still got small packs left, so they'll last. I think I've got another 2 or 3 packs left. They're good. Have a pack in bed of a night time, munching on them when I'm doing what I'm doing. And, yeah. What else is going on? I know I'm out. I've got to go shopping tomorrow because I'm out of yogurt. And what else do I need? I've got milk. I don't need milk. I've got to get some other stuff for this recipe to make this thing. I know we're actually in spring. It's amazing how people are amazed at how it seems like people don't know Australia. They know nothing about it. They think I was on another app earlier and she was having a live chat and I said, I'm from Australia. Oh, really? I said, yeah. I said, we're in spring at the moment. She said, really? I said, yeah, we have summer starts on the 1st of December. I said, we have a hot Christmas. What? It's like they don't just learn anything about Australia. I think we know more about America, especially when it comes to time and seasons and that, than what Americans know about Australia. There are some, I know some Americans think it's weird that we don't have Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is not an Australian celebration, holiday. It's not a holiday for us. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving. And because it's, I don't know, it's just we don't. Like we have probably, and when we go away, you have vacations, we have holidays. And like Christmas Day and Australia Day, Anzac Day, they're known as public holidays. And our holidays where we go away, we call them holidays. We have holidays. And it's weird when you say holiday. It's a holiday. We do have a day off. For us, a holiday, when it's a public holiday, usually it's like Christmas, Boxing Day, everything. Even though Boxing Day in Australia is classified as a public holiday, shops are open. I know, I think it was last year, I did a video on what Boxing Day is and where it started. So I'll actually see if I can put the link somewhere, because the Boxing Day started in England. And actually, I thought it was about this boxing, you know. But it's not. It's about boxing up the leftovers from Christmas Day, and the big howdy-doody people would box it all up and give it to the servants so they can have the day off and celebrate the late Christmas, and what's why they call Boxing Day. I did a video of it. Would have been, I think I did it last year. Not quite sure. Christmas, what are we? Getting close to December where it's crazy. It's the only thing I'm looking forward to for December is doing my advent calendars. And I have two. I had to get two because I couldn't get one that actually had 24. I had to get ones I got, they were actually only had 12, so I had to get two. And I'm looking forward to doing that this year. And I might do a giveaway, which actually, thinking of that, I don't know if I've told you, I've actually got websites. They're actually at the moment still on my computer. And I've been thinking about actually uploading again so I can share the link about computers that I have created. I've actually got a website about computers I have created. Oh, yeah, sure. About websites that I personally have created. I've got one on Australia Zoo, and I've created it before Steve died. And after Steve died, I actually dedicated the page to him. And I've actually got on there a poem written by someone I did a course with. She wrote this poem about Steve, and it's up there. I'm in the process. I was going through it last night, and I realised I've actually got to update that because I haven't put in the images when I went there 3 years ago. I've been about 4 times, I think. 2002. I went up in 2007. When did I go in 2007? I know I've been 4 times, and Australia Zoo is so big, so I've actually got to redo. I'll wait and I'll upload. I won't be changing. I've got to update that with photos from 3 years ago. And I was looking at it last night. I said these photos look like the same from the year. Now the year, and looked at the year. I haven't actually put the photos from 2017 up, so I've got to do them. I might upload my. I've actually got history of Kingscliff. I've got to put up. I had to do that for a course. Oh, this web course I was doing, and found the history of Christmas, the history of Kingscliff, and I was actually working at Kingshaven Hostel at the time, and I was talking to one of the residents there, and she said when they were kids, they used to actually go, I think know where they lived. They used to go to Kingscliff for their holidays, and I said, could you write a story about that, where you used to go and how it was back in them days? She said, yeah. So she actually approved me to put that story up on the website, which I have, and that's all up there. That lady is sadly no longer here, because I've been in Coffs Harbour 12 years, and even before that, when did I finish there? Let me see. She would have passed away. Yeah. She was actually a pottery, this lady. She used to teach pottery classes, and said she can remember me because I used to do deliveries from the Moolumbar Rail, and she said I'd actually done deliveries to her, which I thought was crazy, you know. We used to have a tick gates at. It wasn't at the border of New South Wales. They used to be at the border of New South Wales, Queensland, but they moved it a bit south, just across Boys Bay Bridge to South Tweed, where every time you go through this tick gate, you'd have to stop and check and confirm that you've got no plants or nothing that deemed as that could carry some insects or what, ticks or something, I don't know what, across the border. And I can remember Mum buying plants, and she'd actually put them under her seat. And this lady, Helen, I can tell her name because she's no longer with us long. Helen told me that the nuns would do it. They would actually have stuff, and they would actually hide it under their habits, going through the tick gates. Things we do. Helen, her husband was, he used to always complain. I know, I used to do a night shift where I would be on call, and I would be over in the special care unit, dementia unit, and if anyone needed me, I'd answer the buzzer, and he called me this one night saying that he couldn't find his pulse. I can't find my pulse, where is it? Then he'd be complaining about his leg playing up. I said, mate, I know how we can fix that. He said, how? How about we chop your leg off and you won't have to worry about it? He laughed. All the time he did that. But he passed away before she did. And I know what he used to do. After have his shower, he'd actually go and put his towel in the dryer to dry it, which is a no-no. And there were signs up saying that they can't do that. And one day I caught him doing. I said, "Sorry, mate, you cannot put your dirty towels in there. You've got to be washed before you put them in the dryer." He said, "Well, I've been doing it all the time." I said, "Sorry, mate, you can't do it." I remember when I used to work at Kingshaven, I used to actually think about which room I would go when I went in. Pick out the room. It was good because they actually also had joining rooms. So this couple, Helena, they actually had a joining room. One was the bedroom, and the other was that had for the lounge room. Or did they do that? I can't remember. Or did they only have one room? Sometimes they had, or did they have connecting doors? It's a long time. When did I leave there? Let me see, 96, 98, 2002 is when I left. That's 18 years. 18 years. That is a long time. 18 years. I cannot believe it. Time goes so fast. Getting warm. As I said, I got the fan going. It's a warm day. Warm day. You probably call it humid. I don't know what that means. But that's because there's no sun out. It's overcast. I think maybe I should go out and get, because I need some yogurt because I've got none for tomorrow. But I thought, no, I'll wait till tomorrow because I'm not up to going out today. So I got to get this together. I want to start on my website. Then I had to find another. I did have a program editor to do my websites in, but the one I had, I couldn't get. It was actually, I had to activate it, and I couldn't activate it because I lost the key to it. So I had to look out for another one. I found another one I really like, but it's dark. And going from the darkness of the program over to checking the website, it is good. I know I was doing it. Yes, I was doing the main page. The main page is where I'll have linked to my websites. I wanted to change that around different, and I'd do something in it, and I go and check in the browser, and it'd be all over the place. Then I go back into there and fix it, and it still wasn't right. And now I've got it right, and that I've actually got. I was going to buy a domain name, but I thought no. So I didn't. I've got a place where it's free hosting. It doesn't cost me the host, and I don't need a domain name. But I'm still using the name I would have used if I was brought a domain name, because domain names can cost up to $20 or more, for even just for a .com. And yeah, but I can have subdomains there. Like I got the main one, then I can have one for my Kingscliff history, one for my family history, one for Steve's page, and I've also got one that there was a big flood when I was living in Kingscliff. I mean, the biggest flood Kingscliff has ever had. And I didn't realise how big it was until I went shopping one day. I thought, wow, I've got to get photos, you know. So the next day I got my camera. So was it my camera or my phone? I can't remember. And took photos and of it all. And it was amazing, the amount of damage. This is going back to, let me see, 2005, 15 years. 15 years. A lot has happened in those 15 years. For 12 of those years, I've been here in Coffs. Coffs at the moment is my home. I'm staying here until whenever. If I do meet someone and they don't live here, I would move, but I have to make sure that it's something that I really want, something that she has to prove that it's worth moving for. And so that is it. But at the moment, I'm staying where I am. I ain't moving. And I'm just putting money aside. Thinking of which, my special baby here in Australia has arrived. I think I said it last week. Has arrived in where I was getting it from, and it was being sent off to the baby maker, and the baby maker received it, and she is going to let me know when she starts it. I've got a name for it. I've already chosen a name that I'm pretty sure is the one I'm going to use. Then I had to go searching for this family name and find the person. I found her, but it's weird. I always thought this person was someone else, something else. I'm pretty sure, because she married in 1920 and her husband died in 1927, and she died in 1968. I didn't know her. I was 10 or 11. And I can't remember if Nana actually talked about her, but I remember seeing this photo, which it said was her, but it wasn't. She was a nun. And I've looked at my, looked up information, and I cannot find, so why, this is where I'm confused. I this photo was supposed to be her and she was the nun. Or was she the one with the nun? I have no idea. Maybe it was a relation of her that was the nun. I have no idea. I've actually, how I found out when they were married, you can search online. I don't even know if she had any kids, this one. And I could get her death certificate. And that would actually give names of her, if she had any kids in that. But it'd be good if I could just view it online. Microfiche. I wonder if Coffs Harbour has... You can actually go in certain libraries and actually look on microfiche for family tree. And maybe I might do that one day, because I would like to add more about it. I'm going to do some more research. There's also, I've got a great uncle who disappeared back, I can't remember when, up on the up near McLean. The last time we heard of him was... I have no more information that I have. The only information I have got is on my website. Because when I moved here, was it when I moved here? When I moved to where I'm now, I got rid of stuff that I'm not into this anymore. But now I wish I had kept it, because it would have been good now to have. But this, I remember. I don't know who's got this photo. Maybe with wherever Mum's photos are. I have no idea where it is. I don't know where Mum's photos are. At one stage, I did have them, then they disappeared. And I know I was given my grandparents' wedding photos, and they were actually given to another sister. And that when they finally sent them to me, they only sent one, which they were both mine. It's just like everything else that was given to me or that I found containing to the family, someone else got. And that is like, but you know what? I don't care. Because I know I do not, if I had something that belonged to someone else, they would get it. I wouldn't take something that wasn't mine out of spite. Like when Mum was in hospital having, I've got 5 minutes, when she had bowel cancer, I brought some flowers and in a vase and sent it up to her. And when she passed away, I wanted that vase, but it disappeared. And I don't know what happened to it. I wanted this big jar Mum used to put fruit salad in. No, there was this small turtle that I won on the raffle, and I gave to Mum one Christmas. I wanted that back, but no. Because when Nana died, whatever you gave Nana, you took back. And which there were things I took back, and I think it's out there. Yeah, it's out. What else we got to talk about? All the babies are over here sleeping. They're all sleeping and everything. And I think I might go. I've got another 4 minutes to go before it shuts out, because sometimes it shuts out beforehand. So people I hope you're having a good day. I hope we're having this in this world, you're staying safe and taking care of yourself. And yes, thank you if you got this far. I do appreciate you all watching this far. To those that sit back with a cup of tea and watch, I appreciate you all for doing that. And I will see you in my next video, which will be probably a changing video. I've got to change my babies. So we will see you later. So everybody, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye. Stop. No, I didn't.